5 traits of every successful entrepreneur. Quick question. Do you think entrepreneurs are created or do you think they're born? I believe that entrepreneurs, there's a mixture of these two things. And the good news is, even if you weren't wired like one, you can start by actually learning and being aware of what are the different traits that they have. Let's begin. Number 1, every successful entrepreneur, the first thing that they'll have is a burning desire. They have that hunger and that desire to want to succeed, and it all begins with that burning desire, that ambition. Now, it's very different from wanting more. A lot of times people say, oh, I want to make $1 million. But there isn't that burning desire, that drive, that fire within that actually makes them think it through, put it down in steps, strategize, and make it into an actual goal. So the first thing to start thinking about it is to start asking yourself, what is that why? You've probably heard it before. If you can figure out the why, the how, and the mechanics, you will discover that and you will figure it out along the way. If there is that burning desire, that is what makes people take that first step to actually put it into action, to execute, put it into goal, which is gonna basically differentiate whether it remains a dream or it becomes something that is tangible and becomes a goal. And that's number 1. And that's bring us number 2. Successful entrepreneurs are obsessed. That's right. Number 2 is being obsessed in what it is that you actually do. To be constantly thinking about that goal, that dream, that ambition, the thing that they want to do, and they're constantly obsessed about it. They're thinking about it 24/7. Whenever they look at the environment, I'm here supposed to be on a holiday, but guess what? I am obsessed with what it is that I do. In fact, my girlfriend's complaining that we should be spending more time by the beach. But hey, guess what am I doing right now? Why? Because I am obsessed with what it is that I do. The question is, are you obsessed with what it is that you do? Most of the time when people look around them, they see problems. Other people are constantly complaining about problems. Entrepreneurs, they see these problems and they're obsessed about either delivering value, finding a problem to the solution, because that is how entrepreneurs are wired. And that brings us to number 3, execution. Entrepreneurs follow through and execute. Now, execution doesn't mean doing all of the things on your own. It doesn't mean that you have to spend and hustle and grind 20 hours a day. Hustling only makes you tired. The truth is, we all know ideas mean nothing. It's all about execution. So one thing that entrepreneurs are really good at, the successful ones, is to get this idea and put it into a plan where it actually gets executed. Whether it's them, whether it's somebody in the team, whether they get a partner to fill up their weaknesses. Because the truth is, we all have strengths and weaknesses. Some people, they're the visionaries. Some people, they are the artists. Some people are the ones that are good with numbers. You gotta decide which role you fit in and start filling up all these other roles in order to fill up your weaknesses. And that brings us to number 4, challenging the status quo. The one thing that all marketers do all the time is they are not willing to accept the status quo. Now you gotta start thinking about, are you somebody that usually just accepts the status quo? Because entrepreneurs, the one thing they're always doing is they're stretching, they're getting out of their comfort zone, and they're demanding more of themselves, and they do not accept the status quo. One of the things that I talk about all the time, that I do all the time, is I demand excellence, not just from myself, but from my team. Because the truth is, I believe that entrepreneurs, the successful ones, will not play their game based on somebody else's expectation for mediocrity or for being average. And that brings us to number 5. Number 5 is all about money. That's right, being good with money and finance. Now, the truth is, I am a spender, okay? If you got to know me personally, I am not somebody who likes to save money, and I love spending. So one of the things that you got to be good at as an entrepreneur is to make sure that you are good with numbers. Meaning, to be self-aware, number 1, are you a spender or are you a saver? Now, based on your personality type, do you know the numbers in your business, your company? And if you don't, get somebody who is. The saddest thing about entrepreneurs, if they are not good with numbers and if they do not get somebody to fill up that role, that's how they become a broke artist who could have been really good at what they do, but it never saw its full potential because there wasn't somebody to manage the numbers. So these are the 5 traits every successful entrepreneurs have. How many do you have? And are you currently working on them right now? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, for more videos like these, click on the subscribe, and I will see you on the future videos.